Hey there friends, it's Nibs again. Wanted to get out and do a little shooting, a little plinking tonight. Absolute gorgeous night in upstate New York. We just did spring forward for Eastern Standard Time, so we've got this extra hour in the evening now, so you'll be seeing a lot more videos from the range now from me, because I can actually have time to get out before it gets dark out, which I really like. So I decided I'd get out here and do a video or two tonight and do a little plinking. And what I've got is, I'm just loading up the magazine for it. I've got this fine old time CO2 repeater that was actually on loan to the channel for a little while now. And I'm going to go ahead and get this back to the owner here soon this week. I don't want to outstay my welcome, so to speak, with borrowing things, but I really do appreciate people bringing them in so that we can take a look at them and try them out and review them. But this is a really cool Crosman Model 400 22 caliber. It does hold up to 2 CO2 cylinders, but it runs just fine off of one. So I actually just pierced a new one before I started up the video. The last one I was playing around with it before I started up the video, and the last one just finally gave out. I got a couple of good shots off from it, and then she died. So I probably had a good 30 shots or more on that CO2 cylinder. So for a 22, that's really pretty darn good. So I do have a nice little shooting gallery set up out here at 25 yards, and we're going to go ahead and give this thing a good little send-off, a little farewell, so to speak. So you rack the bolt, and there's a little spring in here that feeds a pellet down into that mechanism, and that feeds it into the breech. Then you got to cock your hammer. I already did that, and now we're ready to shoot. So let's see what we can hit out here. Oop, first shot I would miss, wouldn't I? There it is. So I definitely couldn't come out plinking for the first night without bringing out one of my bells. So if you haven't seen that before, go back about 2 or 3 months in my videos, and I did a I did a video on how to make these. It's basically an old fire extinguisher. You got to get the spun steel ones. The stamped sheet metal ones really don't give you the sound, don't give you that bell sound. So. But anyway, I've got some soda cans on top of the post there. Ooh, did I chamber a pellet? I think I did. I just missed. There it is. All right. 25 yards is a pretty good shot for a pellet gun. All right, I got some clay pigeons hanging up there. I knocked the middle out of it without breaking it. That was one of those challenges we all tried last year. I hit it again. I think I might have hit some more out of the middle of it. We'll see when we look at that video, I guess. Let's see here. Love ringing that bell. Got a couple more pellets here, and then I'll have to reload. Ooh. Sometimes I forget to cock the hammer here. There she goes. I finally broke that one. I think I got two more shots, and then I'll have to reload. All right, let's see if I can take out another can here. Nope, not with that shot. All right, last pellet. Can I hit a can? Can I hit a can? There it is. Nice. I think that was the last one. Yeah, that was the last one. All right, so the way that you reload this guy, I'll do another mag full as well. Go nice and fast here. So you take this little magazine clip off, and if you're already loaded, you could pull this back, because you pull a spring back and then you lock the tab back like that, so you wouldn't lose all your pellets. If you still had a few in there and you wanted to top off, you could pull it off there without. Because now what you do is take and let me show you one thing. You want to make sure that you get flat-nosed or wad cutter type pellets for this gun and other guns like it with a magazine similar to that, spring fed, because you want the pellets, if you had something with a point on it or a round nose, the pellets would nest inside of each other, and these ones stay flat behind each other. So you definitely want to make sure you got some flat nose pellets of some sort. Maybe those, can't remember what they call them, destroyers. They've got a pretty flat nose on them. Maybe those would work. But I picked up these Meister Kugans off of eBay for a pretty cheap price. Pretty cheap price for Meister Kugans anyway. If you shop around for wad cutter 22 pellets, they're not giving them away. But if you want to play, you got to pay. So there's another 10 pellets loaded up in the tube. And let's see if we can take out a few more of these targets out here. Let's try for another clay here. So we'll try for that clay on the left side. Oh, easy. This is getting too easy. Get the one that was right next to it. Ooh, spoke too soon. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't release the spring. I didn't have a pellet go out on that last shot. So that wasn't really a miss, I guess. I guess it was a miss because I shot and didn't hit nothing, but. There she is. All right. So yeah, this gun is really accurate. I do that all the time with my Remington Model 41P as well. Ringing the bell, no problem. So yeah, the Remington Model 41P, you got single shot, you got to put a pellet or a 22 cartridge in there, close the bolt, then you got to cock the hammer back like that, and then you can shoot. This thing, even though I have a really tough time usually with buckhorns, this guy's got really generous, nice, big, wide open sights. It makes it real easy for me to see. I want to see what those cans look like. It's hitting them with a pretty good thud. So let's see, I've got one more whole clay pigeon there. Not anymore. So there's one that's up above. It's a partial one. It's one I actually hit before I started the camera up, just to see if I could. Oi. Got a couple more pellets left here. There it is. All right, so I think I've got 2 or 3 more here. Let me see, there's on the right hand side, there's a little smidge of clay pigeon left there. I winged it. I want to save one. I got 2 more left. I'm gonna see if I can take that piece out. Even if I don't, last one's going for the gong. I winged it again. This thing is awesome. This thing is an incredible shooter. All right, last one's for the gong. Very nice. All right, so that was 20 good shots off of that cartridge anyway. I'm gonna return this probably tomorrow to the owner. And Mickey, I really appreciate letting me borrow it. I'd like to maybe borrow it again another day when during the summertime or whatever, but for now I'm going to bring her back. So these were, like had said previously in another video, these Model 400s were made from 1957 until around 63 or 64 from what I read. And they had two different versions. This is an older version with the metal trigger guard down here, stamped sheet metal, and a cross bolt safety. So that's the way you can tell the early ones. And they only made those for the first couple years, and then the subsequent ones had a cast aluminum trigger guard that actually was all part of a housing that fit to the bottom of the gun, and the trigger was integral to that. So you can really tell the newer ones from the older ones pretty quick. So anyway, that's a really cool old gun. Nice loaner. I appreciate it. I've had several nice loaners to the channel, so this is probably one of the nicest ones, nicest looking ones anyway. Great shooter. If you can find one of these Model 400s and get it for a decent price, they're not hard to fix, even if you do need to do them. I've fixed a couple of, not 400s, but like the 180s and 160s. And they're pretty much the same gun except for the feed mechanism here. But the internals, as far as hammer and all that goes, is very similar. So if you can get one, they're great. Seal kits are available on eBay. They're real easy to fix, even if it doesn't hold air when you first get it. But anyway, hope you liked the video. I really appreciate everybody being on the channel, and we'll see you again next time. Have a great day.